This is rush hour for those desperate to board the morning boat to Britain. But the asylum seekers hoping to ride this tide are up against a forceful political current. Today, a new treaty promises to detain arrivals on small boats and return them to France. And for every detainee ejected, an asylum seeker applying in France will be allowed a legal route to Britain.
If people have arrived through these dangerous, illegal small boats, we should frankly be able to return people to France, and the reasonable one-for-one exchange is where people have applied lawfully. They've gone through a proper legal process and proper security checks. On that basis only can they be transferred to the UK.
The policy means for those arriving, increased detentions can be expected, but deportations are unclear. There remain questions over just how much this policy can change. And if it was designed to quell the government's opponents on the right, the outcome of that is already clear.
Well, one in, one out does not reduce the numbers, and it does not reduce the pull factor. Lots of people still want to come to the UK. What we need is something that actually stops the boats.
As a percentage of total migration, people on small boats made up fewer than 4% of all immigration arrivals. But this year is set to see a record number. Up until July, over 25,000 people made the dangerous crossing on a small boat, the highest rate since 2022. And last week, almost 900 people arrived on just one day.
It's never been possible for the Home Office to remove large numbers of people because it's also a very incompetent organisation. But what we do see is these policies have a large impact just in harming people whilst they remain in the UK. So people may fall off the system if they're fearing removal to France, they'll end up homeless, they'll be in the UK for several years, their asylum claim won't be progressed, they become increasingly unwell and unable to restart their life once they finally get status. And actually these policies benefit no one from whichever angle you're looking.
But this has not stopped those taking to the streets against the asylum seekers already here. This weekend, the authorities expect further anti-migrant protest and public disorder. Capacity has even been increased in the country's overcrowded prisons. If this is who the policy is trying to appease, it may already be failing.